Boy, was I wrong. Very wrong, because I thought the whole phablet craze was just a phase. But now, it is more common than not. So why are phones getting bigger and bigger exactly? If you think back to Zoolander days, phones weren't big at all. But that's when our primary consumption behavior was phone calling. Now it's video. And when it comes to video, bigger is better.
The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
If you remember way back at the time of the release, both the original Galaxy Note and the Dell Streak were inconceivably large. Samsung in particular made the case for what would quickly be labeled a phablet by offering a smartphone that had a Wacom-powered stylus. Over time, devices gradually grew larger to the point where we are today, where the de facto size for an Android phone is 5 inches plus. Of course, not all smartphone manufacturers have gone along the same route. Like it or not, Apple's success in the smartphone market stands as a testament to this, especially amid reports that the 4.7-inch iPhone 6 outsold the 5.5-inch iPhone 6 Plus 7-1. Even so, there are countless Apple fans still disappointed by Cupertino's decision to go big, longing for the minuscule 4 inches of pixel power put in previous products. Meanwhile, in Android territory, OEMs have by and large chosen to regulate the small screen form factor to a back burner experience at best. By using names like Mini in particular, they not only seek to describe the device itself, but also offer a telltale all on the specs that will be featured inside the device. This is exactly why Sony's use of the name compact is so profound, as it doesn't imply anything other than superior portability. Case in point, I had this phone for a long time, fantastic battery life. In fact, the best out of any Android flagship, at least up until the time that I had it, and it has microSD card support. No removable battery, but generally the phone is sick. By far the best Android phone I've ever had. Now, as if the small form factor isn't underappreciated enough, these days even the name Mini is becoming somewhat convoluted. ZTE announced its plans to launch the Axon Phone Mini, but it's almost tongue-in-cheek. With a 5.2-inch screen, the device isn't actually small at all. Yet for the sole fact that the standard model is a phablet and the Axon Max is rumored to be a whopping 6 inches. So I will confess I utterly failed at this prediction. For those of you watching for a long time, you'll know that 18 months ago I predicted that smartphones, flagship smartphones, would kind of revert back to 4.7, 4.8 inches max because that was the largest size screen you could have and still ensure one-handed usability. But I was wrong, completely wrong. The importance of a larger screen for media consumption was much more important because smartphones are becoming people's primary device. In some cases, their sole device. That's certainly true with my 3 teenagers at home here. They consume media and use their smartphone for everything. Homework, movies, video games, you name it. So having a slightly bigger phone is much more important than just one-handed usability. I get it, I was completely wrong. However, will it change? Will there be enough demand for one-handed devices that smartphone manufacturers will provide more options? I doubt it. You see, this brings up a new prediction, and that is that I think there will be new category devices that change people's behavior before people revert back to a smaller screen. So virtual reality devices, for example, or different wearable devices that allow us to consume media in easier, more accessible ways is more likely than people reverting back to a smaller screen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, Android Army. Yes, I know I do have a bit of a cold today and I got the raspy breath thing going on. I apologize, but I'd love to connect with you here on Google Plus or Twitter. You don't want to forget about my brothers and sister in Android who are working super hard to be your source for all things Android.